your purpose in life and business. So, hi, my name is Mona. I am your purpose empowerment coach. On today, I'm just excited to be here. I'm thankful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for Nayala and the We Win Women's Movement. So, we will go ahead and get started. I pray that we do not have any technical difficulties. Okay, so again, our webinar on today, we will be dealing with commanding your purpose in life and business. So we welcome you, we welcome you, we welcome you. And again, a shout out to the We Win Women's Movement and the founder, Nayala Phillips. And I'm just, again, I'm ecstatic, okay? So I don't want to keep babbling, but I am ecstatic. I am also a member of this awesome team and group of awesome women entrepreneurs. And so we are just glad for all that is taking place this year, all the new things that the movement has coming up. And so we want you to be a part of that and join in with us. So our purpose here today, this webinar is for you if you're a purpose pusher. First of all, if you are a purpose pusher and you want to stay on task in your faith as well as in your business. Now, when I say business, you do not necessarily have to be an entrepreneur owner. Even if you work a job, even if you are a stay-at-home mom, you want to be purposeful in all that you do, in all the hats that you wear. And so don't get locked in on just entrepreneurship or just about your faith. Whatever role you play in life, we want you to be purposeful in all that you do and in every area. So that way you will be well balanced. And that is so key in everything that we do, to have that balance in life, in work, and in family. Also, this webinar is for you if you are in need of direction on how to stay consistent in your faith and in your business and in your family. It's all about being consistent. And once you get in the habit of being consistent, everything else will just work out and flow for you. Yes, we have those times when we have difficult situations arise, when we don't have the support that we need and all of those things. But just getting in the role of, in the mindset of being consistent and making that a part of your daily routine will make all those things just work out in the end. And so just to have that resilient type of attitude and spirit and mindset will take you a long way. So on today, I'm going to give you 5 of the 10 commandments of purpose in life and business. So we will go over I pulled out the main 5 that if you didn't have the 10, what 5 would I really want to live by? And so those are the 5 that I chose out of the 10 commandments of purpose. Let me tell you a little about myself. I am a Christian empowerment coach as well as a purpose empowerment coach. And you may say, Mona, why are you using 2 titles? Well, everyone that I associate with or who will be attached to me, they are not necessarily Christian believers. Now, I am a Christian and I profess it. And if you go on any of my websites and Instagram and Facebook, you will know that I am a Christian. But everyone that I'm connected to, they may not be a Christian. Okay. And so I'm not locked into, well, I only deal with Christians. No, I deal with all people, all of God's people. We all have a purpose. We all have a plan. And so if I can assist anyone in any way in that area, I am here to do that. So that's why I go by Christian Empowerment Coach as well as Purpose Empowerment Coach. And so whatever hat I need to wear at the given moment, that is how I operate. I am a wife. I have been married to my husband for over 15 years. And so we just celebrated our 15 years in December. And so we are going strong. We have 5 sons. My older stepson is Lewis, and he has a wife, Ashley. And then I have four other sons. I have three sons that I had when I met my husband. So I was a single mom when I met him. And so together we have a combination of five, because together we made our last one, Emmanuel. And so we have Lewis, which is the older. We have Derek, Darius, James, and then Emmanuel. So we have all boys. I could not pull off that girl. I just gave up. And then I'm a grandmother. Yes, I am a grandmother of three. I am a grandmother of three. So we have Darius Jr., we call him DJ. We have Miss Dakota, and those two are siblings. And then my last grandson, by my third son, is, um, oh my goodness, MJ, Malachi. So we have DJ, Dakota, and MJ. Now, my profession at work, I am a certified medical assistant, and that's the CMA. I have been a certified medical assistant for 11 years now. And so I ended up doing a career change. I was working for Prudential Insurance, and they were bought out by Liberty Mutual. And so I had to transition from doing administrative and all of that to deciding what I wanted to do, because I ended up being dislocated, laid off. And so I wanted to work with people. I was tired of sitting at the desk, just staring at the computer. And so the opportunity arose, even though I was being laid off. It worked out for me that now I'm doing a career that I love. I love working with people. I love learning about medicine and medical advancements and all of those things. And so that is what I've been doing for the past 11 years. I was in school to become a nurse. I was doing my prerequisites, but then the next item, as you can see, 2014 popped up. I became an author of my first published work was a spiritual journal, Journal to My Destiny, and that is my website. That is why journaltomydestiny.org is my website. So that's my first baby, my first book that God gave me. And it all started with a game. Yes, it started with a game. We were having a girls' night out, and I was the person in charge for this event. We would always rotate, and so we hadn't did it for like a few years. So I'm like, we need to start this back up, ladies. So in January of 2014, it was all set to have this girls' night out. We would meet at my cousin's house. She was the host house. I provided the food and everything else. So leading up to the event, God had told me to buy all of the women journals and to instruct them that he wanted them to write the vision and make it plain. You know, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, and write their dreams and their visions and goals. And so I did what I was assigned. I was excited about it. It was a great night. And they wrote out something that night in their journal. We all wrote out something. Then I prayed over them. I blessed them. And from there, he gave me the idea a month later to publish this journal. He gave me the title. And so at first I'm thinking, a book? Like, God, I don't have money for a book. You know how we try to reason, how is this going to get done? But long story short, he gave me the vision for that in February of 2014. And by April 2014, the book was published. And ever since then, I've really been out here doing book signings and workshops. And now I'm more so into webinars and being more focused, laser focused on social media and all of those things, and teaching via live stream. And so that's how I got my start. That is how I ended up here on today, just from that beginning. My core values: I'm fun, I'm honest, I'm free, I'm helpful, I'm humble, I'm trusting, and I am a giver. So those are some of the things about me. Also, my likes: I love family time. I love to karaoke. Yes. And I love to roller skate. I do want to make more time for just quiet time reading. I mean, I'm always reading now because I currently do verse of the day each and every weekday morning on Periscope at 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I've been doing that for over a year now, and so I'm constantly reading my spiritual material for that and things of that nature. But I do want to, at some point, spend more time just winding down and just reading a nonfiction book or fictional read. Um, and so that'll be in my another chapter of my life, right? And so yes, and so I'm just excited again to be with you guys. So let's get to purpose. Let's get to purpose. That is the reason that you have registered on tonight, and so we want to on today. So we want to get to it. So we're dealing with 5 of the 10 commandments of purpose. And so a commandment. What is a commandment? A commandment is a rule to be observed. The dictionary says it is a rule to be observed. And we know that in the Bible, God gave first what? The 10 commandments, right? He gave the 10 commandments to Moses for the children of Israel. And he gave them those so that they would know the do's and the don'ts, so that they would conduct themselves in a way that made them stand out from the other nations. So this was to make them stand out and to show that they belong to God, right? So it was rules, it was the law that they were to observe to set them apart from the other nations. And then purpose is the reason you or your business exists. The reason we exist, the reason something exists. And so with the biblical 10 commandments, they provide the truths and the foundations for us to fulfill the call that God has on our life. Now, just as God gave the children of Israel the 10 commandments to govern and distinguish them from other nations, I am giving you the 10 commandments of purpose to assist you on your path to purpose in life and or business. And so that is our goal. That is our whole objective on today. So the first commandment, now you cannot hardly see, I should have made my commandment number 1 a different color. I apologize. But if you can see, it is very faint. Commandment number 1. Commandment number 1. You shall always pray. You shall always pray. And we're very familiar, right? Most of us with 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 17. It says, pray without ceasing, to pray and not stop praying. And so, first of all, what is prayer? What is prayer? Prayer is communication with God. It's just talking to him and listening to what he has to say as well. So it is a dialogue. It's not a one-way conversation. It's a two-way conversation. And so we want to be mindful for those of us who believe in prayer, and when we pray, that we not only just make our requests known to God, that we petition him for our needs, or that we intercede on behalf of someone else, but prayer is also hearing from God, listening to what he has to say for us, right? And I usually hear with my inner man. I call it my inner man within. It's like a knowing that you have to know when you're hearing from God, and know that at times when you're growing and learning to hear clearly from God, it's a little scary at times, but what do we say? Some things you just have to do afraid. So if he's instructing you to do a certain thing, always know that it should line up. It should be in agreement with the word of God. So if it's something like that doesn't sound right and it's not lining up in the word, and you can take it to a spiritual brother and sister and they're like, I don't think that's God. That's way off. That's those are the signs that you will know if you're on track in your hearing. Okay. And then even with praying, we want to have the lines of communication open where our prayers are not being hindered. And one of the main things that hinders prayer is unforgiveness. Unforgiveness. And so we want to clear all the lines, clear the channels. If there's anything in our heart that we don't have peace with our fellow man, we want to reconcile those differences. If at all possible, do whatever that you can do to live at peace with everyone. And I know there are times when we get into situations where we just can't even talk things through, but Clear up your heart with God during those times. If you're not able to approach that person, or if that person is no longer here, seek God for that peace that you need. And we don't want anyone's prayers being hindered, okay? So we want to be mindful of that. So we want to first pray. Without prayer, we can be easily swayed and deceived. The enemy can creep in and just plant bad thoughts in our minds. We make bad decisions when we're not really seeking the direction of godly counsel or from God and from godly people. And so that is very important, not only in your life, mainly in life, but if you have your main self, your personal life in order, your other areas of your life will fall in line. And so it's the same with your business. Just like God gave me the idea for a book, like I had to pray and seek him. I don't have this. I need that. Like I need the resources. I need direction. And so he put all those things in place. And within 2 to 3 months, the book was published. And so we want to always seek godly counsel. We don't want to make bad decisions. Now, we sometimes make mistakes and make the wrong decision, but we don't want to get in the habit of that. And so it's very important that we involve other people who have been there, who have the wisdom and knowledge that can help us along this journey of life and in our business. And so we want to follow good people. We want to have good partnerships, good community around us. And so that all is key in commandment number 1, that we shall always pray. Okay? Commandment number 2. Commandment number 2. You shall write the vision. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. What do you mean, write the vision? Meaning, what is it that you see in your future? I want you to envision it in the future. What do you see in the future that you don't have tangibly right now? And so when you write the vision, you want to put down the future that you would like to come to pass. So we always talk about write it out. Yes, it's important to write those things out. Create a vision board. Okay, where are you now versus where you want to be in the future? All of these things are key to getting you to that destined place. And so journaling is very important as well. Journaling is very key. When we're writing our vision, we're making it plain. And then what is verse 3? We have to wait for it. So know when you write your vision, things will not happen overnight. But if you stay consistent and stick with the plan at hand, you will reach your destined place. So journaling, getting in a quiet place is key as well. So you have to what? Decide. First decide what is it? What is my desire? What am I called to do? What is it that God is showing me in my life or in my business? This may be something totally new to you, but if he gave it to you, if he brought you to it, what do we say? If he brought you to it, he'll take you to it and he'll get you through to where he wants you to be. So we have to make a decision. What are our desires? What is it that he's showing us? And then we have to define what it is that we need to do to get it done. And then we have to be determined. We cannot have a give up spirit. You have to be resilient. You have to have stamina, and that is going to take you a long way. So that is commandment number 2. Which brings us now to commandment number 3. Commandment 2 and 3 go hand in hand. You shall plan a strategy. The vision comes before the strategy. So now you have the vision ahead of you of what you see in your future for your life or for your business, right? And now you have to strategize, execute a plan. What is it going to take to get you there? What steps do you need to take? Okay, so the what comes before the how, and you have to be intentional. Intentional actions are key. And guess what? Sometimes you will not feel like being intentional. And can I share with you my own personal struggle as being out in social media, trying to build my audience, wanting more followers, trying to target that right audience who really wants what I have to offer, right? And I tell you, at times I feel like giving up. At times I feel like saying, you know what, I'm done with it. It's slow. I don't feel I'm making an impact. But then just when you feel like giving up, someone comes along and tells you, oh, I appreciate this. This was for me today. And God will always do that for you. And so know that in life and in your business, you have to have that stamina. You have to just stay intentional and don't give up. So strategy is key. You write your vision, and now it's time to plan out how you will execute to reach and fulfill that vision, right? So no clear vision, no clear strategy. You have to have a clear vision and a clear strategy, and you have to be in the right lane. I know we always say what? Stay in your lane. And sometimes, you guys, you are going to have to make your own lane. But the lane that you are making, make sure that that is the lane that you are supposed to make. Because if that's the lane that you are supposed to be making or supposed to be in, things will happen. Things will flow. You may get stuck at some certain spots. You may get frustrated. You may feel like giving up. But when you're in the right lane, you are going to prosper. You just have to keep at it. Now, if you're doing something and it's just a dead end, dead end, dead end, and it's not progressing at all, really go back and pray and seek further direction, because you do not have time to waste. Okay? Time is precious. And so we want you to be in the right channel, the right flow, and the right lane. So plan your strategy. And if you're a solopreneur like myself, pretty much, you can still ask people for their opinion outside of seeking godly counsel and all that. Seek people who've been there, who know the trail already. There's no harm in asking for help. Okay, so do not do this thing alone. There are people out there to help you. Commandment number 4. You shall track your progress. Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. So you need to make adjustments as necessary. What's working? What's not working? What are the things that you have already completed? You need to reset some goals. It'd be daily goals you need to reset, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. So you want to use a good planner, or you can create your own planner that fits your business. And so we want you to do that to stay on track. Okay? And that's in Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. I kind of forgot to talk about the scriptures, but they're there for you to look up in your leisure time. Commandment number 5. This is the last commandment. You shall let go of past failures. Know that you are not your failures. We all make mistakes. We all must learn from them. Release the feelings of anger, frustration, regret, and blame, and learn from them. Make the necessary adjustments. Don't dwell on it. Don't stay there. Don't let it keep replaying in your mind. You have to control your mindset, right? Control your mindset. As long as you know you're doing your best and you're working with integrity, that you are honest, acknowledge that, and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Know that no one is perfect. The only perfect person is God. So don't allow past failures to deter you from your assignment. So you need a push. You need a push. I am your purpose pusher. You can book a free 15-minute session with me at bit.ly/Coach Me Mona. And you can just go there and schedule that with me. Also, I have a free email challenge. You can take that to help you get some things in order for your life or for your business. It's called the 3Ds to Destiny. And it's a 3-day email challenge. And you can sign up for that at bit.ly/download freebie. And lastly, you can pre-order the 10 Commandments of Purpose. I have an ebook that is out, and I will be. You can get the ebook now. But the pre-order for the paperback um, is new because I have to go in and revise and make a lot of changes. Because after redoing this, doing the webinar, I've added so much more content, and I'm going to revise that and make it with dealing with life and business. Okay, so we encourage you to take advantage of either of those three. And again, we just say thank you, thank you, thank you. We are excited for the We Win Women's Movement and all that is taking place in our community. Again, I am a member and I am excited about all that God is doing with Nayala and her efforts. And so let me stop sharing my screen. Hi, and I am at work doing this webinar. So again, thank you guys. We will see you on the other side. Inbox me, DM me. You'll find me on social media once you go to my website. If you have any questions, any comments, I am here for you. And so again, thank you for this opportunity, and we will see you on the other side. Toodles.